Bruh! Alright everybody, welcome back to today's video. Let's kind of quickly go through the 300Z here. I'm 99.9% finished. We are waiting on a harness. But we got the aluminum 5.3 pretty much buttoned up. All I got to do is put on the steering shaft down there and put on the new knock sensor harness. Now since we went from a Gen 3 block to a Gen 4 block, I am still going to be running Gen 4 knock sensors, but the connector is slightly different, so I just got an adapter, pretty much an eBay adapter so it converts the Gen 4 knock sensors into a Gen 3 connector, and then it'll connect into my factory harness, and then we should be good to fire once that is all in. We're all set, exhaust is all the way on, everything's plumbed up. The only thing that we're lacking is that harness. On to what we're doing for today. Today, we got a drive shaft for my dad's truck, and I'm probably gonna go this route for the GTO as well, and then me and Jesus are gonna be welding up the rest of my dad's exhaust. This thing is huge. Huge. So my dad, because my dad wants to go supercharged very soon, or, you know, within the next year or so, we got the drive shaft built to handle the torque. So, my hand is pretty decent size. This has to be at least 3.5 inch steel drive shaft. It has some weight to it, but we shouldn't break or hurt anything. Now obviously I think he is going to end up hurting this diff, but that's okay. We're just trying to get him running for now. Since we're in Colorado at elevation, he should be able to get away with it for a little bit. Now onto the exhaust. We have an X-pipe, dual 3-inch bullet style mufflers. The rest of the exhaust is under the truck, but we'll get in there. This is very similar to how I ran it on the GTO, but more diameter. So his should flow really nicely. It should sound really good, especially with the cam he has in there. Seuss made it!
I made it.
Alright, go ahead and explain, because I know people are going to say in the comments what happened to your eye.
I got beat up, dude, remember?
Yeah, I remember, but you tell them.
I don't even remember.
What happened to Seuss, Pop?
I don't know, he got in a fight with the girl and she beat him up. See? I told you I got beat up. Well, let's get this put together.
Yeah, we're about to work on it right now.
Come on, let's get it going.
Alright, we got this guy prepped. Pretty much, we're trying to weld anytime we get a chance so we can practice. We're trying to be pro at this. No lie. Anytime we get a shot, we try to weld something. You're good. Look straight at that. Thanks to my pop, he's allowing us to learn all this exhaust stuff on his truck. What do you think, Pop?
Looks like birdie droppings. Yeah. I'm just giving him the business.
It's not that bad. Alright, so this should be the last of the builds because we're trying to hone. We're not trying to be working on these cars. We're trying to drive. So we're trying to get everything done. The other day I went over to help Jesus. I should have filmed it, but we just trying to get stuff done. Ain't that right, blood?
Yeah.
So this is next on the agenda. X-pipe and mufflers are welded, and now we got to get the rest of the exhaust done. All right, we got some scrap. What do we got to do left?
We have to hook up that X-pipe.
The X-pipe and the mufflers.
Yeah.
And a little strap them together. Alright guys, we'll give you a little rundown on what's going on. Over there, right there, one solid piece. We have a little S-turn right here, and then it goes into X-pipe and yeah, some mufflers. Some bullet mufflers. I forgot what I was talking about. Then, so pretty much we were trying to make it super simple. So that's one solid piece over there where Jesus is at.
There's gonna be a
and then there's a clamp here, and then This is once we'll have another clamp here, so this is like a 3-piece setup. Then the muffler and the X-pipe are all one piece. So this will be a clamp, and yeah, then we're gonna make a hanger to the frame or to the body somewhere, and we should be good. But we should start this up. I really am interested. Or it might be extremely loud. Now, for those of you who are wondering about the cross member, that thing is close to a 1/4 inch thick. So I had cut it out, and I made a bracket for the transmission, but I was gonna patch it back, but there's really no need. That thing is so thick, I don't think it's gonna break at all. But yeah, so this is what we got so far. Just gotta make some hangers. He does have full exhaust now, and then we gotta do the rest of the tailpipes. But if you're wondering about this pipe, if you look from the side, it only sits down maybe an inch from the frame. My dad's not gonna run it slammed either, like I would, so he'll have plenty of clearance for this guy. Maybe in the future we'll notch it up there so this could be a little straighter, you know, up by the transmission.
Yeah.
That would actually make more sense, but
Right here.
yeah.
It's not bad though.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Do we start it up?
Huh? We should.
Let's start it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can you? All right, the neighbor's gonna hate us, but we're actually gonna try to start this thing up just so we get an idea of what it sounds like. It'll be like a quick, hopefully like 10-second thing, and that's it. Hitter. So, crappy part about the S10s is the header setup. The header and fender well setup is not ideal for the LS swap. Clearly right now we have way too much stuff in here. There's still quite a bit of cleanup, but I was just kind of waiting on parts to really get this thing done. That should be good, Seuss. Just enough to start it up. You're old, bro. Yeah. This is, with age, get a cage. It's smoky in here. Is that thing on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fuel tank prime.
I said, in gear?
No. Okay, ready?
Ready. I feel like these are not tightened right here.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, son of a...
Was that on film?
Yeah. It's not tightened.
No, it's not.
That's what was...
That makes sense. I was like, what is that? Okay, it's an exhaust leak. So we have to...
It's so hot, bro.
Oh, that was instant hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we still have some fine tuning. Yeah, there's... Now that I'm looking at it, there's a couple bolts in there.
There's no room in there. Those bolts are missing.
But it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It wasn't as loud as I thought it would be.
No, he needs to finish it this weekend, dude.
We do a burnout. We need the burnout machine.
Yeah.
We want an Aussie burnout car. Sue says I should do that to the GTO because they're becoming hella rare. And then I have the race car as a Z, but I don't know.
The GT only does burnouts. Only gets out and does burnouts, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't have the tire to really do cool stuff. So what do we find?
We need to take our clamp back off so we can get the header.
Yeah, so the header...
This rear bolt on.
Yeah, the header collector is actually hitting on the firewall. So we need to either bang out the firewall in order to tighten up the headers in the back here. So another thing to figure out. But it is what it is.
It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here.